Hello, everybody. It's Emily, and I wanted to take a few minutes and talk to you about why I chose the Public Benefit Corporation as an entity structure for our movement, our first flagship store, kind of just a little bit of the passion behind the mission. So I think that a lot of founders optimize for profit first, and I have been one of those. I've owned a lot of different businesses in a lot of different industries. I've coached countless people, small business owners in different industries, and profit is absolutely, important. You can't keep the doors open if you're not profitable or you don't think about profitability. Dot dot dot. For me, as we were building the community and the heart of what Switch does and how it shows up, who it serves, how it operates was so much greater than just a line item. Um it was about how do we make sure that we're making decisions that serve at a much higher level. And when I did my research, I didn't know a lot about public benefit corporations prior to starting this, right? Like, I didn't know uh, kind of the vision and mission behind being a social entrepreneur. That's not a lane that I've been in before. And so I started to read other founders' stories who were more in the social impact space, and how public benefit corporations, don't completely quote me on this, but I feel like they're new-ish to, the US as of like 2013. The first ones were started in Delaware, and new-ish to Montana maybe right around 2018, something like that. And so what is a public benefit corporation? There's some confusion about this, and based on, the research that I've done and what I know, right, we have a triple bottom line. So we are looking at people, planet, and profit all equally. So anytime we make a decision, right, we're thinking about it. How does this impact the people that we serve, both internally, right, that help us operate, and then externally, how does it serve our members? How does it serve the greater community, right? What does that look like? How does it impact the planet, right? What are the decisions that we're making that are going to support being in a better position, in a better place? What are the positions that will help make things better? And we want to be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. And then how do we make sure that we continue to stay profitable, or that we can get to profitability and stay there and grow, right? So those are the components that make up for us what being a public benefit corporation means. um, Entity wise, we operate similarly to a C Corp financially, and similarly to a nonprofit organizationally. So it's sort of this really interesting middle of the road, right? Like, straddling both sides of the coin, and trying to make sure that we're doing things in a way that, like I said, honor all of the, for us, the shareholders aren't just owners, aren't just investors. They are the people that we serve. They are the volunteers that are here, right? So it's been a really interesting journey. There's not a lot of precedent out there for PBCs, and so trying to figure out and put together how we operate has been a challenge. How do we serve our members at the highest level? What kind of work does our staff do versus what kind of work do the volunteers do? Where do those lines cross over? And having multiple conversations with different attorneys from both from Montana and then from other states as well, learning from them to put us in a position that helps protect everything that we're doing, right? It helps protect the people, it helps protect the planet and our mission, and then it helps to, ensure that we can work towards profitability. And so it's been a really I've learned so many things. I've listened to so many books, and we actually started the process to become a certified B Corp, which is different than just selecting that your entity structure and the way you're taxed is as a public benefit corporation. It definitely wasn't the most um, strategic in terms of financially. It costs more uh, to do that, but it just felt better to me, right? The more that I learned and the more that I read and the more that I listened to other social entrepreneurs talk about what it was, and founders talk about what it was that they were doing and what was important to them, it's like, guys, businesses should be around to do good, right? Like, that's my core fundamental belief now, is that, like, yes, we need to make money. Yes, we want to serve this population of people or do the thing that, our mission says we're supposed to do. But damn it, shouldn't shouldn't we be doing it because that's what we're supposed to do, right? Businesses are supposed to do good for the people they serve, for the communities that they're in. And it just really felt like the public benefit corporation structure was the best fit for us in regard to that, and how we grow moving forward. So a little bit of insight into, and it took me a long time to really get to or arrive to that decision. And and then once I was there, it was hard for me to move away from it. So then I just knew, right, this is where the alignment is, this is what is right for me and for the future of this movement, right? To build the foundation on something that feels that good.